guy is going. Okay. Used to be up. All right, we're starting. We're starting. Episode 3 of the devlog. All right, I want to start real quick by being thankful, actually. Look at these guys. We have 100 subscribers. And not only that, but you know, the peak in views definitely started with the s&box devlogs, which, you know, as you would expect, I guess, seeing that s&box is a newer platform, there is some interest. So I want to keep going with the devlog, and you know, the more you watch, you know, anybody looking at me for any extended period of time is a miracle, you know. So you're watching, it must be pretty good content, so it'll keep it up going. There you go. Yeah, 10 hours and anybody looking at my face, you know, my ugly mug, man, it's pretty impressive. So here it is, just for yeah. How about that? All right, now things that I don't even remember where I left it off. But lucky for me, I was talking with my buddy Claude, and I asked him to make a list for me. This one I remember fixing already. Wait, let me. I don't want the lyrics right now. This helps. So, this for the cast. Yeah, I guess I need an animation now. About time to work on the animations, because the way we left it off, basically working even with the. So I have the reel and the fish escaping, and that broke my line. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh. There you go, that's pretty good. Now the details on, you know, how hard does the fish actually pull and that sort of thing, we're gonna figure it out later, you know. Like right now, the main issue with the game is that it doesn't feel like anything. I need to be looking at the console log in order to be able to know what's going on, really. So I do agree, probably, with Claude here that the next step will be animations. So in that way, the player knows kind of what's going on, right? We need to communicate a bit. So let's see what it has here. Okay, let's get the white buddy. I'm back. What's next? Seems to me the game needs some serious visual communication. Another thing that's true. So I'm thinking, I think s&box has its own visual or animator, right? Kind of like Gmod used to have back in the day, right? When people used to make videos with Gmod. the memes, right? The skibidi toilets and such. I'm sure they were born on the Gmod skeletonator. I don't know what they call it. So it'd be good to learn. I have some experience with Blender if you watch my videos, but only get me so far. Oh, but we're using Opus, so this fucker's gonna take forever, you know, to tell us exactly what he thinks is next. That's what looking at the project. We need a. I mean, look at my sausage guy, you know. he ain't fishing, that guy, you know. Wait, what? happened, Claudia? You want to talk to me? Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. He's kind of mean when he says it, right? But when, but let's keep reading. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Good question. Is the fishing line actually a thing that matters the most right now? Probably, yeah. And I already think that the fishing line is the hardest part. I don't know how to make that. Because it's part of VFX, but also part of an actual mesh, right? The line. But, you know, making a rod that bends, that's pretty easy, right? It's some geometry, some skeletons, not a little animations, not particularly complicated. But I do see how it could be an issue for the line itself. I mean, the character doesn't have any animations, so those. I mean, right now I need any forward is good. So I guess let's start with the harder one, huh? Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Yeah, man, maybe. Okay, wait. Okay, so what is left as far as I'm concerned is the layer animations, the rod plus its animations, the line, and its functionality, and the map. Yeah, don't forget about the map. The audio. There's no audio in anything. The effects, the water, etc. Where should I start? As a person learning books, I don't know how much of that I can actually do in engine. Will you tell me? I don't know if they do the effects on s&box. I'm pretty sure they do animations. I don't know if they do maps. I don't know if they have a map editor. I think I've seen it though. They do have mapping, you know, they do have something going. They have physics simulations, you know. They have clutter, you know, so for plants and stuff. Can I make a tree? Can I blender it here, or do I have to blender first? Like, what's the? Yeah, for real. Okay. Okay. Okay, seems to me that it's doable. I have some Blender experience. Let me. Can I just send him the video that I made? Maybe that way he understands kind of what I know. This is my Blender experience. Do you think I will got this? I don't even know if he can watch a YouTube video actually. Hopefully he can. But I have no idea. Allow once, yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. You. That's the same link. Because I'm actually not sure if I got this one. He does say that the line is supposed to be the next step, which I'm pretty impressed about. Line rope rendering. You know, Unreal had that too, but I couldn't make that work either. No, I made the tutorial and then made the assets fishing game. I think I have it somewhere here. Folder. So again, made it. which one the good one actually. Minecraft normal, so I wonder what that's. We already did that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's how I did it last time, but it doesn't. I'm not very confident that that's how I should have done it. You were pretty good last time, but. But I don't know if it's gonna take me as far as I wanna go. Here's the real question. How far I wanna go, I guess. I already animated them, you know, so might as well use them. Okay, yeah, this guy has some ideas. That's pretty good. I like this though. Okay, so let's get in. Okay, okay, cool. So visual stuff has some direction now. That is awesome. Let's get to business. How do we make that line go? It's s&box. How's the real one? Check them out. Check them out. Cause I have no idea how where they get that one. Yeah, go ahead. Vehicles, clothings, movies. Yeah, sure, go ahead, man. I don't see much about a line or a cable or something that I could use. Maybe on the, yeah, it might be a component. Yeah, cable, line, line renderer. Not quite in though. Go check what it says. Check what it says. Did you find something, buddy? No. The line's not there. And it's not there here either. Where would the line be? Where would the line be on s&box? Probably not a movie clip. It's been a model. Like a random model. Did we find where the what open? Okay. Okay. That is a model right there. Can I make this model into a cable? Is that a thing? I don't think so. This is my fish. It's a pretty good looking fish. I forgot about that. That's why. Oh, maybe in the prefab? Oh, come on, man. Why are you asking so many questions? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, buddy, answer. Okay, what are you doing here? Okay, so it's not a thing. You were making it up. Oh. Okay. In the scene. Does say line there? I'm not sure. Buddy, please, please. Let's move. Okay, that's the line. And I do want to be white, so that's actually not terrible. What the hell? Oh. You do with thickness one. Line render. Line render, beam filter. That's it. It renders line. Units per texture. What does that even mean? I guess no texture on it, so fair enough. Oh. That's funny. If we don't do that. Because for now I can put a wireframe it. Spline. Is there a spline? Okay, let's keep going. Yes, there is in fact component called line renderer. So how do we use this to make a realistic realistically functioning line? delete this as it? Come on, man. Come on, man. Tell me what's up. Doesn't seem like much right now. What is this? Is physics? Is this a physics engine? What is this? What is this? What kind of brother circles? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, can do a little search. It's fine. Yeah, go ahead, research. Yeah, bro. Look how good this stuff. Please, bro. Here's the problem when you're trying to learn. Actually, you know what? I forget this guy cannot even read documentation. I can't read documentation. Right, assets. Not quite. Oh, we did some. We go. I can tell him what it looks like, I guess. Line, render. That's cool. I like the tension thing. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, you're getting too ahead. What does this all look like in the hierarchy? Is the line attached to a rod? I don't have an engine at all right now. You see that child of the rod I don't have right now? Is that rod I don't have right now? Child of the player character I do have right now? Yeah, man, this guy's going crazy here, man. Telling me what to do. Yeah, I hasn't even thought about half of it. I don't even know what type of object this is, you know? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I need to rename these guys before I lose complete control. Can I make this orange already? Ooh. What the hell? Yeah. That's hilarious. Can I make this black? Oh, let's go. The game's done. The game's hecking done, dude. Can I make this guy black too? Hell yeah. Basically the whole game right there. That's funny. Hey man, you see? Who says we're not learning? Who says we're not learning? Yeah, that's more like it. Oh my god, that's more like it. Fishing game, fishing game. Okay, so what I want is my mesh to have a sun, basically. We cut a child, cut a 3D object, I guess. We line. Fishing line, yeah, basically. Cool. Now, understand. Now, I made 3D object under my player. Let's go fishing line. Set the functionality for it now. Now I understand. Now. Because I don't know him. I've never done this before. It's where my experience as a game developer ends, you know? I'm gonna pick real quick. Right back. I almost ran in the bathroom. I gotta wait now, I guess. Keep going. Have to get my mesh, I guess. Okay, is that working pretty good? I think. Now, what else? Yeah, wave control is good. Seems pretty good. Fishing is spawn. Oh. Oh, what's up? Damn, I don't know that alphabet, man. You got some English ones? Let me translate it, man. What if he's saying something messed up, man? That'd be hilarious. Okay. Meaning. He called me a cousin, bro. Is he like brother, you know, something like that? Like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, a little heart emoji. Thanks, man. Of course. Hell yeah, dude. And let's keep going. Okay, so now it wants me to make my own component, I guess. Add the line render. Okay, so just make a new component for the functionality to actually work. Okay, I'll do that. I have no hate towards that. Now, I think out of here, I want to make my new component. We're gonna cut fishing line, fishing player, fishing camera. There we go. We go in. Hopefully that'll be enough. I add it to my fishing line. There we go. Component. Fishing. Come on, what's going on? What's it gonna show? Is bragging? Oh. Let's see, shows it. Fishing camera player are shown. Maybe I have to update or something, you know. Maybe I just need to do a few updates here that occur later. Okay, let's read this should be fishing line. Actual name of the class there. That's probably why, huh? Fishing line. Yeah, there you go. You know, it does that a lot. You know, I'm gonna make a point to mention it. Like, I have to change the name of every class for some reason, which is kind of a waste of time. And I don't know why that goes on. Okay, so now he's offering some code by some generics. There's a play. Okay, you need the player, you need the rod. Do you need the player? I don't know that. And that is the line that I already have, I'm assuming. And then on wake, we get the component. Which we should have. That's not wrong. And then an active player. It's okay. So this active is only true if the players know and the player is fighting, which is the term used for fishing. You know, they're not actually fighting fish. And there is no hook fish. Then you're active. Is that true? I think so, actually. It's an if statement. What is it? It's like the word if statement or everything. And then if it's active, then the line point. We need to get a list. Okay, let's read what he's trying to explain. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay, that's not true. Intelligence doesn't really work much. Yeah, okay. Okay. First thing, I do not want the line to unrandomly to disappear whenever I'm not fighting the fish. I guess you could call that. Is that not how you spell disappear? Is that single S? Okay. Or it's not. These it's a double P. Fair enough. My bad. And whenever I'm not fighting a fish, yeah, that's not what I want. I want it to be there, but waiting, but loser. Or are you doing this code just for testing? I guess that is a real question. Maybe he's trying to be creative and stuff. Okay. What ID do you use? Oh, it's my mail cutsing, eh? Mail cutsing. I'm using right now Claude. A buddy of mine is letting me use his account. So it's technically not mine. So after this, I'm probably gonna be going back to a free one. Whichever at the time is better. Usually Perplexity. But I find them very useful to learn stuff. Mostly engines that are complicated, like s&box, for sure. Going to that much documentation is impossible. How about you, Mel Cousin? What AI do you use? Oh. Oh yeah, DeepSeek. Fair enough. The good old Chinese. The Chinese. Sounds good. I guess yeah. You speak. Is that alphabet is Creole? If I'm not wrong. So you Russian or who else uses Creole? What? Ukrainian? You know those countries. Are all those banned? Is that what it is? All the American AIs are banned over there? I'm originally from Venezuela, but right now I live in Canada. That's why my internet's good enough to be doing something like this. Okay, is that gonna work when, let's say, I'm casting the rod and I need a good flow? A good flow of movement from the line or down. Yeah, that's the only edge case that I'm thinking this might not working. Because I was trying to do this line physics logic functionality on Unreal and I was struggling. So I don't know how easy it's gonna be here. Got me wondering though. I'm very sure that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That was the issue last time. It's always straight. It has to be straight. Yeah, use a rigid stick. That happens to more, yeah. No whip, no lag momentum. Yeah. Calling me an animator is a lot. But you know, I digress. It's annoying. Yeah, that's kind of more what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. We gotta go option B, right? Huh? What do you think, Mel Cussing? Let's get them going. Option B every day, bro. Yeah. Let's see how that goes. I don't know what a verlet is. Yeah, hey, option B, that's on you, eh? I've never heard of whatever that is. Let me try Grok out here. Nah, I guess I don't want to ask a question right now. Yeah. Oh man. Which AIs are banned in Russia? That's an interesting. Oh, come on, Grok. That's the problem with the good ones, man. That's the problem with them. All the free versions are impossible to use. Yes. The things. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I had this issue too. I was trying one time in Unreal to animate a rope because I wanted, you know, kind of like in uh, let's do a rope. You know, this is the real inspiration. Well, when I try to do it in a different game, what I did was I made a mesh, and then I to each bone of that mesh I added a physics cube, right? That way the rope just kind of falls flat and doesn't rotate around. But the length of the rope would change as I would go further. You know, if I pick it up and I move away from it, the rope would or the mesh would expand indefinitely, right? So hopefully a lot of helix helps me figure that out, because I haven't figured that out myself. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get into something. Pin the endpoints of the Direct Stranger's Force. Hey, when you guys are doing the rotation. He's set up. Wait, set up instead of why? That's weird. Fair enough. Delta score. I understand. DT instead of TD though. Delta time, I guess. Okay, let's leave it at that. Okay. That way it doesn't update every frame, I guess. That might be useful. So I don't lose all my frames to playing the random things. Okay. Okay, so for this component, I still need the line render component, the step, and also the hook counts. Yeah, I guess that's what I understand. Let me clarify with Buddy here. Okay, we got it to something efficiently there. This guy's here. When he doesn't want to go on update, grab the line render. Okay, current produce some. Oh, didn't like it to me. Still need everything on the computer on the raw point side. Doesn't do anything. So all I need to move really is the hook. Then rod tip would be attached to the rod, which moves through animations. And then the hook gotta move around. Is that hard to do? For example, during casting, where the hook moves back before going forwards. Yeah, it's kind of the only moment I see it breaking, probably. Or I have to set that up. But you know, if I just interpolate from A to B, it's not that complicated, I guess. But ideally, I do something more interesting than that. When the hook is something. I unpin it. Mel casting, I don't know what this, man. Just let the physically learn the cast. I guess so. Okay, but the distance of the line, the length, I guess, the length of the line would change, right? So let me see, going attached to the hook when it's in the water if it's too far for the length of the line, let's say. That's the part that concerns me. Hey, by the way, man, I want to say thank you. This thing is the first time. Can I take this out? I've never had 7 views on one of these, man. These are actually pretty cool. Thanks, man. And also, Mel Cousin, my first commenter on the stream, man. Best friend right here. Yeah, exactly. There you go. A little heart emoji. 100%. Thanks, man. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. 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 Whoa. And then he just makes up in its head the segments? Nah, man, that's too clever, man. No way. I don't know if I believe this. Damn, we're done, man. We're done. All right, give me the code, baby. Let's see what you're thinking. Yeah, I guess I do need these game objects because it's all true. Gravity, iteration. Yeah, I guess I need all this. Yeah, that's all I do. Just start like copy pasting those. We'll figure out it later. It's a property, so I can change that easy. You want an update? I want a star. Yeah, I guess we'll need the. Oh, let me see. It's gonna take a sec. Time to integrate. We definitely gonna need this. An update is the integration, I guess. Yeah. But we'll do that later. Okay. Everything I need for now. I gotta try the bathroom again, okay? I'll be back now, cousin. Don't you leave me. What do we get? What do we get? You're like a constructor, right? Although it's just how it starts. So we get the component. Make sure those guys are existing. Point count. Point count. Segment count. Okay, we said that at the beginning, fair enough. Fuck, I need to sit with this. I don't know if I understand it fully. I guess I gotta start here. And it's really step one. It's just an delivery. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ugh. He just re-renders the whole thing? Is that what's going on here? More water, bro. Let me tell her to do a little bit of a comment the functions and the order the me so I can see it better in the workpiece. Yeah, man. I don't have the skill to be reading this stuff just like that, man. I got lost a bit. Correction for what? You're not applying constraints on the, not on the length, but on the what, segments. The difference, yeah, the segment length could be 1, I guess. Be perfect. Oh. Wait, what? What happened? Did he just... I didn't ask him to write it here? Well, that's the problem when you use a Claude, I guess. You didn't even ask me. This is the thing. Okay, I guess I'll read it here then. Whatever. 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 Let me read it real quick. I guess it looks like... Okay, and I need to go to s&box and attach this fucker's fishing line. I need to attach a player. What? I wanna know your name. Anything about you, girl. Your name. Oh. Oh, sorry. Okay, now let's see how we make that work, I guess. And that didn't mean you to do that, but that's fine. It's already there. Guess I should test it. That didn't seem to quite work like I was hoping. It's gonna be something kind of like that, I guess. Gonna make it a little smaller. Like, 0.1. Kind of lock it so they all follow the same thing now. Okay. Wanna know your name? Tell me how to test this code. Yeah, I don't think I understand enough for that. Because just playing the game didn't seem to do. Am I missing maybe something to give it? Like I mean, those are the three things that I can actually input into it, so I don't really understand what else I could really be adding to it. So right. Yeah, I wanted to go towards the fish, you know? Or, you know, that mesh that I have at the background there. Yeah, okay, how that? Yeah, how that? Check it out. I do. That's like a perfectly straight. Not a mapping. Let's see. Like that? Man, I have to go here and then go to physics simulation then. And that might actually be already set up, eh? Let me check if I go to. I guess I can use that squad here. Use vector points. There we go. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's what we need to figure it out. Whoa! Works perfect. That's exactly what I needed it to be. Okay, understand. That's hilarious. Okay, not quite it. What if I play it? Yeah, you like that, Mel cousin? Now I just need to transport the hook over there to where the fish is. Nah, I don't want to see the physics simulation works too. Actually, I guess it only occurs during play. I guess so. Yeah, I guess it only occurs in play. Yeah, not much. Okay, now the problem really here is understanding what's going on. Alright, because one thing is having Einstein here writing stuff for you, the thing is knowing what just happened. play mode. Can't really do that. Move the hook during play mode. I don't think you do it. Does seem to work. Whenever I fish in previously, it does get longer, but does not go towards the fish. Yeah. Oh, I see. Is that true? That is funny. It does kind of. Well, let me see the console. Right, fish escaping. Let it go a little bit. Really. Oh, fish escaping. Let it go a little bit. Wow, why did fish escaping for 6 years, man? Who made this game? Really? Oh, fish escaping. Slow. Real. Oh, it's good. Wait. Real. Oh, that works pretty good. Now I just gotta throw it all the way, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's all the way. I guess yeah. Fair enough. I understand. The actual focus fish reference, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so I need to, yeah, there you go. Cool, pretty clever. I should do it. And then, okay, then I get out. And then I go to my fishing player. Here? Yeah. Hook is hook. Play. Boom. It is kind of floating, eh? You know, not realistic or doesn't go back, eh? What happened? Did he escape? Fucking fish. This game's pretty hardcore. Oh. Did I get him? What happened? Is it bugging? Yeah, you liking it? That's pretty good stuff, huh? Getting close enough. I might listen to fish. My fish is appearing, bro. They just make a new bug. Where did it go? Where did it go? And where's my winning? Yeah, should say something like this. Oh, oh yeah, I see. I'm way too behind. Okay, I just wasn't on the right spot. I guess on my console. Let me test. Oh. Okay. And then I need, I guess, a place where hook ends up usually. Like, default hook spot. Okay, now I want the default. No, I guess that's pretty good because then I'm gonna decouple it then anyways, and it's gonna hang, right? Shouldn't be an issue, sir. It's like a minimum length that the cable has to begin with. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, okay. All right, what's next then? I guess that's I have the lines there basically. Then there is a ton of animations I need to work on, which is not particularly sandbox. I guess to let the player know. Ooh. And then I need some animations to go along with what we just did. Right? Is that the next step? See, that might be enough. See what he thinks. Because I think that's what I would do next. I could do a little bit of the map, I guess, you know? Make it look like something a little more interesting. Yeah. 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 Yeah, animations, no, fair enough. Okay, but did you not say that I need to redo the animations to put the bones of the rod inside of my player? That was the real question that I had. I don't know where to go from here. I do need to fucking look at this code for like a few days before I understand what happened though. This guy. Yeah, they have no. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I need it. Okay, so do my Blender animations fit with the sausage guy? That is the real question. Because buddy here, I don't know his rig looks like. Mesh. Is that open? I guess it doesn't really open. Oh, look at text. Oh, I see. I don't really see anything. That might help me with the mesh, I guess. You know, that's why I asked him to begin with. There you go. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I wanna make it for the sausage guy, man. I know. It's a question. Do I need this sausage guy? Maybe that's a true philosophical question. Do I want to use this sausage guy? Sausage or not sausage? That is the question. Sausage. I guess I want to use the sausage guy. It's more iconic, right? What am I gonna? Like most people are probably just gonna edit the sausage guy, right? So it would be more interesting to look at someone just reuse the sausage guy effectively, I guess. I want to use the sausage guy though. Now we gone. Claudia's not gonna know what hit him. Now let me answer my fiance. She keeps texting me. I'm gonna get in trouble. Let's go. Oof. That's a good question, man. I don't know, man. Is this guy right, man? He's skinned, I guess, and he has body grips. Yeah, he has a head, a torso, legs, hands, feet. Well, that's about as familiar as I am with this guy. How do you use this guy? Oh, bones. Bone merge target. No. Can I get rid of these guys? I don't think so. Okay, come more. That's funny. Like, the guy's very well read. Yeah. That's how he should look. Yeah. Let's go. Oh shit, what he sold this? Parameters? What he sold this? Wish? Even Wish. I have no idea what any of the parameters are. Okay, man. I need help figuring this out. How do I even know? It's a skeleton. I can't tell it. Really, but he has it's a skin model render skin. Model render skin component. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I tried to do that already. Didn't seem to work though. Where maybe I need to citizen maps. Where is that? Citizens models. Citizens. What is it? Citizens models citizen. It's on VMDL. Citizen VMDL. Ah. Yeah, he looks beautiful. I like this guy. What the hell? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, show me your bones. Skeleton. Pelvis, yeah. Okay, there you go. Spine, yeah, spine. There you go, there you go. We're back to the clavicle, arm, clavicle, arm. Okay. Okay. Seems to be the same type of animation as mine. All names are pretty close to mine. Plus, using the Unreal Engine and higher hierarchy. You can spell hierarchy on hierarchy. All right. Wait, I can look it up. I'll go the wrong way. And this guy. Right. Okay, fair. So let me translate. You might just translate. I need a folder. My self-made Blender assets. I guess it's what I should call it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's test it. I cannot preview it, I guess. How do I run an animation set s&box? I actually had no idea how to do that. Okay, you know what? That might be enough for today, man. I'll allow him to do this stuff. He look it over. I'm tired, man. We did pretty good. We got something going on. I'll play real quick, man. You know, we got a line. We got a line, right? There it is. You know, that works kind of thing, and it's kind of floaty a little bit, but it's not terrible. So, what's next? Yeah, animations. Hopefully, it doesn't take forever. But, you know, male cousin, thank you for showing up. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But, you know, gotta get back to the other business. Now, next time I'll get the animations going, you know, I don't need the line. And on the in between, I'm gonna read that code to see if I actually understand it properly. So I don't spend all the time on the stream reading. Well, you know, thank you again, you know. That right there, great numbers. 12 views. The comment section has some comments on it. Thank you to our male cousin. It was a good day for everybody today, you know. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you streaming tomorrow about the same time. And thank you so much.